So when you start the machine, you need to, of course, turn on the main switch, connect the air plug. You need to have at least 6.5 bar in order to be able to work without issues. Then when a machine starts, you will have to go in the calibration menu, select calibration on micro, press start, and press the two buttons and keep the button pressed until the calibration is completed. If the machine has also the profile height measuring device, it will do also the calibration system calibration. If not, it will directly do the calibration of the head. So once the calibration is completed, you can go in semi-automatic, and you can enter here and here the inclination of the head, so 90 degrees or 45 degrees, and here the length of the piece that you want to cut, and here the thickness of the piece. In this position you can also enter the number of pieces that you want to make. Once you entered all this information, you just press start. Okay, here the thickness was missing, so let's say 80, and also this one was too little. You can press start. Press the two buttons to start the machine movement. Then place your profile on the machine and close the clamps. When the clamps are closed, you can press again the two buttons and start the cutting cycle. The blade will come back when you release the two yellow buttons or after a timer. You can set up the timer in the calibration phase and timer limit switch blade. Right now it is 800, where 800 means 8 seconds. You can change it, for example, to 1000, and 1000 will be 10 seconds. Then we have the incremental cycle. In the incremental cycle, you can enter the length, the total length of your bar, for example 2500 millimeters, the thickness if you want to enter it. Then you can write the tilting angle of the first cut and of the second cut, the length of the piece that you want to get, the number of pieces, for example 5, and then press start. This cycle is used when you need to cut many pieces, and usually of a short length, because in this way the left head only will cut and the right head will push your profile. Same as before, the blade will come back automatically when the time has been reached. Machine is usually faster. We are going slow to show better how it works. After the number of cuts of pieces that we requested has been reached, the machine will stop by itself, or when the length of the bar that we entered is not enough to make the remaining pieces. After this, the last thing to check is the cutting list. We can load a cutting list from USB or from Ethernet connection. In both cases, we need to enter load list. We write the number of the list, so in this case we have list number 1. Press start. If the list is made correctly and there is on the machine, a confirmation message will appear. Then we can enter in the editor to check what is on the cutting list and eventually make some changes. If everything is okay and we want to start cutting, we go on cutting list, start cut list, and we will get a preview of what we are going to cut, and press start in order to start the cutting cycle. And the machine will execute the cuts in the order that are on the cutting list. From now on, the operations are very similar to the semi-automatic. It's just that the machine will know by itself what to do next.